Salam everybody, this is Investor Shake back at it again with another video. And before I tell you the halal stock pick of the week, I just want to give a warning in regards to how the stocks have been performing this year. Now, many of us have made amazing gains on the stocks in these past few weeks, but the stock market does not always go up. Yes, there is a general uptrend over time, as you see here. So this is how the SPY has been performing the past 6 months and then year to date. So since the crash in March, the SPY has gained about 64% from the bottom, or a little over 60%. And then in the QQQ, which is the NASDAQ ETF, we noticed that the stocks have gone up 78% from the March lows. So we have pretty much reached pre-COVID levels in the stock market. And like I said, it can't always go up. What goes up must come down. So I just want us to be prepared for any sell-offs that occur at the end of the year. Now, typically, December is a time of profit taking, where people will take their gains that they've acquired throughout the year and sell their shares. So you'll see, it's possible that we may see a sell-off later this month around Christmas, just like what happened back in 2018. Well, when you look at it in the 5-year map, it doesn't seem like a big of a drop, but I'm talking about from this moment here. When you look at the QQQ, from September to December of 2018, we've seen the stock prices go down 20%. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to happen in 2020, but it's a possibility. And my recommendation to protect the gains that you have acquired is to have a trailing stop loss set up on a lot of your shares that you have amazing gains in. So I'm on Robinhood right now, and I'm going to show you a trailing stop loss. So I'm going to show you one of my shares that I have is called Splunk. And then you go down here. So once you click sell and you go on the top right corner, you're going to see multiple options. And when you look at the bottom at conditional orders, you'll see a trailing stop order. And Robinhood demonstrates what a trailing stop order is with this graph right here. So typically, a trailing stop order, as they say, the stop price follows or trails the highest price of your share of the stock by a trail that you set. A market sell is triggered when your stock falls to the stop price or lower. So let's say you put a stop at 5% below the highest price. So let me show you right here. So Splunk is currently at 155, right? And I put a stop loss of about 5%. So if it dips 5% and it goes below $147.52, it's going to sell at that price, which will lock in any gains that I have received. And the thing is, if the stock price goes higher and higher, that stop price will not be 147. It may be even higher, depending on how high that stock price goes. So if the stock price keeps going up, the stop price is going to increase as well. So I won't be able to miss out on any gains if the stock continues to go up. All right, now that I have mentioned trailing stop orders, consider that before Christmas Eve, or at least set it up right now for any volatile stocks you may have that you want to lock in those gains. Now, back to the halal stock pick of the week. So this week's pick is GrowGeneration, ticker symbol GRWG. And the stock price is currently at $32.74. So what they are, GrowGeneration Corp, through its subsidiaries, owns and operates retail hydroponic and organic gardening stores in the United States. It engages in the marketing and distribution of horticultural, organics, and lighting and hydroponics products, including lighting fixtures, nutrients, seeds, and growing media, systems, trays, fans, filters, humidifiers and dehumidifiers, timers, instruments, water pumps, irrigation supplies, and hand tools. The company also operates GrowGen Pro, an online e-commerce store. The company serves commercial and urban cultivators growing specialty crops, including organics, greens, and plant-based medicines. As of March 27, 2020, it operated a chain of 27 retail and commercial hydroponic gardening centers, including 5 locations in Colorado, 4 in California, 4 in Michigan, 2 in Nevada, 1 in Washington State, 1 in Oregon, 4 in Oklahoma, 1 in Rhode Island, 3 in Maine, 1 in Florida, and 1 distribution center in California, and an online e-commerce store. So this is a hydroponics store selling the supplies that are needed to engage in hydroponic growing. And as you see, they have a lot of stores in a few states, but they are growing. Now, before I explain further, we need to know what hydroponics is. Hydroponics, or hydroculture, is the method of growing plants in the nutrients that they need instead of soil. The plant foods are simply put into water instead, and it makes a solution for the plants to live in. Vegetables, flowers, and herbs can all be grown in water. So a TLDR is growing plants without soil using nutrients in water. And as you see this picture here, these strawberries are being grown using hydroponics. So there is no soil, no dirt involved in this. This can be done outdoors and can be done indoors. And this is, I believe, a growing trend because, this is a way that people can grow vegetables, fruits in their house, in their garden without buying soil. And I think this is going to be a growing trend from here on out. And one of the reasons is urban agriculture, which I believe will be a game changer in the agricultural industry in this country, the US. So whenever I look at pictures of urban agriculture, this is what I typically see. Now, this is an example of indoor growing facility for many plants. And this is what I see with urban agriculture. See, looking at this, I don't see any soil whatsoever. This is happening in a big city. These plants, these greens, vegetables, they're being grown in urban cities. Now you would think, oh, all these plants, fruits, vegetables are grown at a farm in a rural area. Well, guess what? That is not always the case. They can be grown in urban environments as well, given the right growing conditions. So the lighting has to be done, the nutrients, and you need a steady water flow because water is a necessity for these plants. And urban agriculture and vertical farming are the two disruptors in agriculture. And I believe GrowGeneration is going to be the company that is in the forefront of urban agriculture. Now, I know certain YouTubers are going to say that GrowGeneration is a necessity for the cannabis industry. But here at Investor Shake, we're looking at things at a different lens. We're not looking at cannabis. We're looking at urban agriculture, growing fruits, vegetables, plants, trees, without the need for soil, and with the ability to grow it in an urban environment or in your house. Now let's look at GrowGeneration's financials. Now, as you see here, GrowGeneration has been growing immensely over the past 4 years. 2019 has been an amazing year, almost 80 million in revenue and positive earnings. And then 2020, consistent growth. Look at that. All the way to Q3, we're seeing amazing growth right now. And this company has yet to open stores in other states as well. It's like 6 or 7 states that they have stores in. And then you look at the analysis, it's between a strong buy and a buy with price targets at a $32.74 average. And then this stock has had the run up this year. Just look at this. Look at these numbers. This used to be a penny stock. And this is all 2020, by the way. And then right when we reached August, boom, it started growing. And a lot of people are saying that this is a 10x stock. And it's possible, given the potential, the strong financials, and the ability to grow even further. This company has a $1.6 billion market cap. And again, you have to ask yourself, given the potential that this company has, can it be worth a lot more than 1.6 billion? You have to ask yourself that. And looking at the financials, looking at the income statement, a positive net income of 3.3 million. And in the balance sheet, assets are at 72 million. And liabilities are at 18 million. So the numbers are looking good in the balance sheet. It's looking good. So with that being said, looking at the stock price, you may think, oh, it has grown a lot over the years, this year. And I've been eyeing this stock since it was in the $20 range. I just didn't choose, and I haven't really opened a position until it reached $30. So I bought a small position, and I'm looking to add more if there happens to be a pullback. If not, I'll just nibble at whatever price it's in, whether it's in the 30s or the 40s. Now, I don't have a price target for this stock, given the immense growth they've had. But I'm just gonna buy, a share, 1 or 2 shares per week. Now, as always, I'm not a financial advisor. Do not buy this stock because I'm talking about it. Do your own research, and if you believe in this company in the long term, by all means, consider adding this to your watch list. This is Investor Shake. Follow me on Instagram at Investor Shake. Checking out.